Hey, this is Prac with iRepairMD. Today we have an iPod 6th generation Nano with a cracked screen. Today we're going to be replacing it with a new one. You can get this new LCD with the built-in digitizer from Amazon or eBay fairly cheap. But anyways, what we're going to need for this is a heat gun, a pry tool, and a set of screwdriver. And before we do all that, let's go ahead and put some masking tape in the back so we can prevent the back from scratching. And with a heat gun, we want to go ahead and add some heat onto here. We're going to be removing the frame. So we want heat. We want to bring it up to about 130, 140 degrees surface temperature. We want to apply it evenly around. And this should be a fairly easy repair. Alright, so now what the heat will do is actually weaken the molecular bonding of the adhesive that was holding the screen to the iPod. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we want to do is with a pry tool is try to lift it up carefully. Okay, so the surface is going to be pretty hot from all the heating. Now with your pry tool, you want to run the pry tool around the edges, and so we're going to carefully lift this up, and we're going to try our best to keep the seal adhesive in place. Okay, so now let's get you guys a better angle. Pry tool, just go ahead and run it around. There we go. Now slowly lift. Okay, adhesive right here. And now you have the adhesive. Okay, so what we want to do is go ahead, once we have the adhesive removed, we're going to use a small Phillip. There's two locations where we have to unseat it, one here and one there. So now, let's go ahead, move it a little bit further. There we go. Okay, so now we get the digitizer free. Now, let's go ahead and use, this is my repair tool set. It's my favorite now. You can get this from my site. It's pretty reasonable. And we're going to use a small Phillip bit. Okay, and this is a magnetic tip Phillip bit. Okay, let's put this aside. All right, now that we have this, let's go ahead and lift the plate off. There's going to be a little adhesive right here also. Just go ahead and peel the adhesive back a little bit. All right, so you want to get to the leading edge of the adhesive. Now just carefully peel it. Okay, that's the charging port section. What we want to go ahead and do is go ahead and lift the plate up, like the way I have here. All right, carefully lift the plate. And now you have access to the connectors. Okay, this is the digitizer connector right here. This is the LCD. So let's go ahead and lift up the LCD connector first. With the pry tool, just lift it up slowly. Okay, now we have that lifted. Now let's go ahead and bring up the digitizer. Okay. This is a snap-on pry, so be very careful. Don't use anything metal. You can damage the component. All right. In this case, I'm gonna use my fingernail tip. Or not. Sometimes it can be pretty stubborn. Okay, let's go ahead and lift it up on an angle this way. There we go. Okay, so now we have this removed. What we need to do now is we're just gonna go ahead and remove this whole seal right here. This adhesive will probably no longer work, so we're gonna use my STX seal. Okay. So let's go ahead and remove all remnants of this adhesive here. And then we're going to clean the area off with alcohol before we do the complete transfer. Okay, so now we're going to get a bottle of 91% or 99.9% alcohol, anything over 90. I'm going to go ahead and clean the edges, removing all the residue of the adhesive. So once we put the SGX silicone seal in, we'll have a watertight seal, or a water resistant seal. Go ahead and clean the edges. All right. All right, so now we have the edges pretty clean. Let's go ahead and put the new digitizer and LCD combo back in here. Reinstall the new one, or install the new one. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and pull the backing off. And now what we want to do is go ahead and line up the LCD and digitizer. As you can see, the way it's set up, you have the LCD and the digitizer. Digitizer is the longer piece right here, and this is the LCD. So let's go ahead and snap on the digitizer first. Make sure when you rest it, you should hear a little click and feel it. And then on the other one, the LCD, let's go ahead and put it in. Now you hear a nice click. Let's go ahead and replace the plate back on. Okay. So again, the plate goes this way. There we go. I want to go ahead and put the plate back into place. Okay, align all the plates. Now, let's go. Small screws go on top here. All right. Here we go. This is a fairly easy repair. You only require 2 screws. Just gotta know the top and the top is the smaller screw and the bottom is the bigger screw. There you go. Right now we have that done. We're gonna go ahead and put my SGX digitizer seal, and this is a waterproof seal. So once it cures, what it does, it prevents the moisture from getting into the iPod. So you can take it jogging. Let's go ahead. one bottle will last a long time. So this particular one, all right, so now got the seal. Let's go ahead and put it around. We want to put it completely around. All right, and this is a workable seal until it cures. Once it's cured, it is a elastic silicone substance that will absorb shocks, and also really great for water proofing this iPod. So I have it lightly coated around. Let's do the other side. Okay, so let's have it lightly coated around, and you can clean it off once we get to it. Now let's go ahead and install this. So we want to set it up right there where put it where the connectors are, and set that part in first. Okay, you want to gently insert it there, and now let's go ahead and pull off there's a plastic tab right on the edge right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and rest it. Pull the tab out. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Once you have it all done like this, this is pretty much done. Now we just have to wait for this to cure. And before it's over, what we need to do is actually use we want to use the masking tape to help keep the form. So we're going to unfold the masking tape. Okay. And now you want to go ahead and wrap it around. Okay. Knowing that the screen is flush, the masking tape is going to hold the iPod in place, and then in about 30 minutes or so we'll come back and we will take the masking tape off and test the iPod. Okay, so it's been over 30 minutes now and I have it charging. Let's go ahead and take the charger out, and let's go ahead and remove the iPod. Okay, so now, here we go. We have battery charging, digitizer working, playlist, everything is good. So here we go. Everything is completed, and what we need to do now is just clean the edges right here with alcohol. But anyways, this is Prac with iRepairMD. What you saw was an iPod Nano repair. Safe repair.